What up everyone, welcome to Game Reviews and More, the Road to 22 here, and today I bring you my episode 3 of Rush and Power. And why it is episode 3? Because, well, I did the first two episodes on my channel, and if you want to check it out, well, please will. And what this Rush and Power is I use a Russian gun and I'll be rushing around, and I'll be talking about the gun, unless I already covered it. And today's gun is going to be RPK, which is a machine gun, and we're gonna be playing on Battlefield Bad Company 2 Vietnam. So RPK stands for Ручной пулемет Kalashnikova, and what does it mean is a handheld machine gun of Kalashnikov. And the Kalashnikov is designer, and he made AK-47, 74U, and other guns. The first model of RPK was released in 1961, which is a pretty old gun. It's about 50 years old, and it fires a 7.62 by 39mm round, which is a standard AK round, and it fires that round. It is a pretty long gun. It is 104 centimeters. It's about 40.9 inches, and its fire rate is 600 rounds per minute, which is kinda okay for the machine gun, and effective range from 100 meters to 1 kilometer, which is pretty good for the machine gun, because machine gun you always fire the bullets down the range and hope you get someone. The weight of this gun is about 5 kilograms, which is quite good for the machine gun because they have to be heavy to have a low recoil. Okay, the ammo capacity of this gun is quite good for the machine gun. It is 40 rounds with a curved magazine, which is like a AK style magazine, and 75 rounds with the drum mag. And in Battlefield it has a drum mag, but the dice made it into 100 rounds. I don't know why, but I think they did it to balance out other machine guns, but 75 bullets is pretty okay with me. As you can see, RPK looks really identical to AK-47, and they took the AK-47 design and they kept all the shooting mechanism and stuff like that, but they increased the barrel, made it heavier and more heat resistant, so it can fire more bullets at a time, and renamed it into the machine gun. There are many different versions of RPK. Of course, every gun, as it goes on and on, will get modified. That's true for every popular gun. Like AK got modified, M16 got modified, M4, RPK of course get modified, and other guns will of course get modified, because they want to make it better. They want to make it modernized versions of the gun that they love so much. This concludes my episode of Russian Power on Ручной пулемет Kalashnikova, or RPK. Overall, this is a modification of AK. They just made the barrel longer and made it into machine gun, and made it that it can feed more bullets, and it actually got popular and spawned its own series, or I mean modifications, and this gun is pretty great. So I'm done with my informative part on my Russian Power, and let's talk about gameplay part, which I don't really do in the game, because, well, I don't usually do, because I love to stay on the informative part, but this one I'm gonna talk about in gameplay because I got like 4 minutes left. And in Battlefield Bad Company, for me the RPK is the best machine gun, because the iron sights are perfect. The iron sights are perfect. I can see through them pretty easily. And like M60, I cannot use that gun because of the iron sights. XM210 or whatever it's called, the other machine gun that I forgot, it's okay gun, but I don't really use it that much. And this gun in Battlefield Bad Company feels like an AK, and I think that's how it should, because it's a, can you say, like a modified version of an AK. And now let's talk about the RPK in the game and its characteristics. So in the game it does 16.7 damage and 14 damage per bullet if you hit it. Also, there are some different multipliers, of course. What I mean by multipliers is if you hit on the head, you'll get 2.1 damage multiplier. And also there's a different range, like if you shoot someone at the kilometer away, you probably will likely get 14 damage, or if you shoot somebody at the close range, you probably get 17 damage or something like that. In other words, there are a lot of mechanics that go into the game in the damage. And the RPK is really identical to PKM LMG, which is the first LMG that you get in the original Bad Company. The only difference between RPK and PKM LMG is the appearance and the reload time. RPK has a faster reload time. It's about 5.2 seconds. One funny thing about RPK in the game that is between M60 and XM22 in accuracy, recoil, spray, and fire rate, which makes a perfect LMG in the game. Like if you want to use the both machine guns for its fire rate of XM22 and the damage of and accuracy of M60, you can use RPK instead. Overall, RPK in the Battlefield Bad Company Vietnam looks pretty good. And should you use over other LMGs? Yes, because it's a balance between M60 and XM22, which are other two LMGs. And if you like to have balance between the guns that you want to use, I should suggest using the RPK because it has the damage and recoil and all those stuff mixed together of between XM22 and the M60. Also it has like really good iron sights that you can really see through. This concludes my RPK review in Battlefield Bad Company 2 Vietnam and in real life. And I hope you liked it, and please check out my channel where I'll be posting more episodes, and subscribe of course if you want to see more episodes of Russian Power, where I'll be using a Russian gun and rushing around. And for the last part of the video I'd like to talk about Battlefield 3, and for all trailers that I looked, it looks really awesome, and I will buy this game from the time comes out. But one thing that I kind of find annoying for the console guys is that on PC the limit of the players gonna be 64 players, which is like a real Battlefield. I'm serious. But for the console guys, we kind of got unlucky, um, because we can only have 24 players, which kind of sucks so badly. Because I wanted to play 64 so badly, and I'll probably be planning to buy on both consoles or maybe platforms, if you want to say it like that, because platforms sound much better. I mean, more accurate. And the graphics and all those movement looks amazing. Freaking amazing. And that's why I kind of love Battlefield. Battlefield is a great game, and it's really balanced. Like DICE took a really lot of time to fix Battlefield Bad Company 2, all those bugs, glitches, and all the guns disbalances, and it proven to be the best balanced game. And this concludes my whole video. I hope you liked it. Please drop a like and check out my channel. It's gonna be in the description. And if you want more commentaries, gameplays, and I also post variety because I don't like to stay in one game for a long time. Thanks for watching. The Dove 2 is turning off. Final score was 18 and 4.